Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka VioletKitty411, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who has been participating. Comments, like, subscribe. I do appreciate it so much. Thank you for sticking it out with me while I'm getting over this cold, and I'm pretty much over it now. There are still a little bit of leftover side of it, but for the most part I'm over it. It was just a head cold, but boy, it really made me congested. So thank you so much. Okay, so we are back in Academie Le Tour, which is of course attached to Veronaville as it was originally intended to be, and today's students are first year. How did three of the most colorful characters on campus end up in the same dormitory? The luck of the draw, perhaps, but it almost guarantees an interesting school year. So right there it says we're supposed to choose a dorm for them, so let's go ahead and figure one out for them. So there are actually only two to choose from, Kastorf or Mille House. And Kastorf is one that is in all three neighborhoods, but I haven't designed it yet. And Mille House is, as far as I know, unique to Academie, and Mille House it is. All right, let's do it. Okay, so before today I have never actually entered it. I did enter it real quickly for a quick second that I stupidly didn't record, but I went in and I made a decision that while I wouldn't change the size of the lot, I would move where the house was on the lot. So I did that outside the game, and I'm reloading, and so I will need to do certain things, but I shaved 2 tiles off the back and 3 tiles off the side and put them accordingly, 2 tiles on the front and 3 tiles on this side. That way I have a yard to work with if I so desire. That just made sense to me. I don't have enough to actually make the lot smaller, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I could have only taken 6 off, and you have to take off exactly 10, and that just wasn't happening. But yeah, there we go. We've got a slightly justified, because I like having the space all in one area. Side yard. If you can't create a backyard, a side yard will do. And just to remind you, we need to do boolprop dormspecifictoolsdisabled false and activate it. Toggle. There we go. Now I'm ready to clear everything out and also strip it down. Now we do have the cafeteria right here on the side. That makes perfect sense. Little custom or little common area here. There's a common area here and also a common area here, and rooftop available for something. We'll figure it out. Now this actually has a decent bathroom to student ratio. It's 1 bathroom for every 2 students, so it's actually one of the better ones. They also have slightly larger rooms, so that's kind of nice. So I will definitely be able to find space right here as it is. I mean, these are better sized rooms than pretty much any of the dorms that I've worked with have shipped with. So there's that. It will be able to, legitimately, it's not a terrible layout. It's definitely not on the list of worst. It's actually pretty decent. So whether or not I choose to use the basement, create a basement and use it, remains to be seen. It's actually, like, look here, 5 by 5 minus 2. So this is 24 or 23. So that's how many each of the rooms are. They are 23 tiles. That's actually pretty good. So we'll decide exactly what we're going to do, but yeah, we don't know. We don't know yet. And always, once I have it stripped, I'm going to go ahead and add the basement, as I do. And it is a very flat lot, so I don't have to constantly worry about the elevation of the lot, which is the biggest issue. And I will probably at one point do a tutorial for building on a very uneven. I got really good at that playing Sims Castaway, because playing Sims Castaway you get some seriously uneven lots, and I might actually end up doing that. Yeah, actually I might, because there's some serious uneven lots that are found in Sims Castaway if you want to build there. And yeah, that game is not quite as well developed as this, but it definitely has some charm that we don't have otherwise. Now this is a very flat lot, so I don't have to worry about it. So we're just going to go ahead and grab the holy smokes. Choose 5 from an edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it down. Okay, it never does well unless I'm looking at it from the top. There we go. Okay, there we go. And now I've got my level. A little bit harder because you have to do a few more, but that's fine. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's just, okay, we are going to get rid of these tiles right here because that is clearly disrupting what I need to do. Okay. Just get rid of those bad boys. All right. Et voila, finished. So these stairs on the back I consider fire escape. I'm leaving them exactly as they are. There's absolutely no reason as far as I can see to remove or replace those. So I am just going to leave them exactly as they are. But as far as the main staircase, and of you know, I don't technically need more than one main staircase. I am thinking about the possibility of the spiral staircase, as I think it might work really well. The spiral staircase was originally created for apartment life, and dorm life is not entirely different than apartment life. So we'll think about it. But yeah, I'm going to think this one through because it's not as natural. This dog bone shape really leaves very little creativity, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to have it. So since the fire escape staircase does exist, I'm not going to worry about needing too much in the way of staircases. And as such, I think I'm really going to make a nicer staircase or use the spiral staircase for them, and we will do the steps of style because we like them. Oops, I'll right like that. And I'll only do one for this. I won't do on this side, just on this side, but there are, like I said, the fire escape that they can use. Now the floor plan that I was actually able to devise, strangely enough, I'm going to go a little smaller in the size. I mean, they were 23, and this will be actually 20, but that's because I want to make the best use of the space, also get them their small private bathrooms that they need, or that they, not that they need, but I like them to have. And I'm actually managing to turn this from a 10-room into a 12-room dorm this way. So that is the goal here, is to create a bit more space. So we'll have some more space that we didn't have previously, or more. There we go. And so that is the floor plan. And now these two rooms actually have access to the catwalk, but the catwalk can't be used for anything anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And this floor plan is going to be pretty much identical. So, because we're getting like, oh, that's good. Getting the same amount in, and again, the catwalk is pretty useless, but that's fine. Helps if I connect the wall the way it belongs. And that sets things up to have a good space. And on this side, instead of having a staircase, we're just going to have kind of a little cubby hole, you know, quiet study kind of thing for them. So that is the living area. They will have just some general area here, but not a lot is going to be happening along here. Just some couches, some chess tables, that kind of thing. But of course we will have, this area is going to be the kitchen area, and then the eating area. We've got some entertainment area. We like to surround this because I like to. And so instead of having these two bedrooms here, there will be some dedicated area. And I'm probably just going to go ahead and do the trick where I swoop this right through the foundation so they can enjoy that and have access to a basement area. Right like that. And just to remind you, we will put an archway in, and then when we exit to the neighborhood, it will heal itself and be all beautiful, right like that. And since I do want to paint the space between the foundation, what I will do is I'm going to first fill in the basement. Now I will fill that in just like that. And next I will find the tile that I like for this, which is, well, actually I think maybe we'll use that right like that. And now I will get rid of the ceiling. And there we go. We've got the terrain painted between the foundation levels. So that looks good. I like that. We're going to exit to the neighborhood and come back in. And there we go. A little bit funky, but I feel it looks decent. And I can always repaint those walls if I want something else. Now let's go ahead and put the doors and the textures on. So I have yet to decide if I'm going to do anything different with the exterior, but I have taken a little bit of a departure from my normal colors. I'm going a little more dark, a little more European for this. And like I said, we got 12 rooms instead of just 10, so I managed to eke in 2 more rooms, which means 2 more people to be friends with. Yay! Oh, and I did forget to do that, so not a problem. But now I'm just going to go ahead and decorate it, and I will be back. Now for the reveal. So there were no actual structural changes to the shell, but I did change the exterior covering. I added the brick with coining, so that just makes it look much more finished, much more stately, much more European. And I also added a railing with these trims and also the exterior cornice on this level. Less is more, didn't want to go too much, but yes, that's the exterior. There are the castaway rose bushes. I created a little fishing pond and an orchard. So let's take a look inside. And as we enter, we are presented with a bunch of shakily furniture from Life Stories. To the immediate right of the entranceway is the resident advisor's desk. And there's a little library in here where up to 8 Sims can engage in group study. There we go, love that. Then past here, this is the staircase. In here is just a little water closet. Over here we have a game room so they can play games or watch football games or something on TV. And we also have a couple arcade games for them to enjoy and drop their hard-earned 1 simoleon coins in. Now here we have an opportunity to appreciate our intramural sports trophies that we've earned over the time. There is a nice little espresso bar over here. This is the, I kid you not, it's called the Epstein's espresso machine. Unfortunate, but true. And then there is the Perfect Packets hot chocolate maker. And so yes, a little beverage area. This is where we can, of course, influence others to do our term papers for us. Through here, we have a nice cafeteria. So this is where the lunch lady or gentleman will be making the food. There is a breakfast bar. We've got 2 tables for 4 and more bookcases, because you can never have too many bookcases in a university. I'm just saying. Yeah, never too many. And I am trying to make this feel much more European, so I did go for the more European wallpapers and things like that. Now, as we exit the spiral staircase, we go down a hallway in which we have a couple couches, a couple more bookcases. At the end of the hallway, there is a little quiet area for some competitive gaming. And the hallway also has a snack bar with an espresso machine. And on each floor, now the hallway on each floor is identical, and on each floor there are 6 identically appointed rooms. Of course, it does change a little bit based on the orientation of the room, but we've got one of the better beds for them, and a dresser with a lamp, an easel, and a desk with both a lamp and a computer. And of course, each room has its own micro bathroom with a toilet, a sink, and a shower head. And like I said earlier, I didn't want to change the staircase on the back, because to me that's a fire escape, and that just makes no sense to change it. I did make it a little more aesthetically pleasing on the coverings here, but I continue to use that same staircase. And we do have a downstairs gym. Over here in this corner, a little bit of a ballet bar practice room, some exercise equipment, weights and treadmill, as well as stationary bike. We have 2 full baths here, the only full baths in the entire place. We do have a nice swimming pool, and over here we have just a little bit of a spa, especially after a really bad final that they might need it. Okay, so let's put our students in. Okay, and here we go, adding first-year household to the Mille House dorms. Okay, and they're not that interested in checking it out, so apparently I'll have to take control here. And let's get to know them. Chaz really dislikes anyone he thinks is cooler than he is. He keeps looking for love in all the wrong places and wonders why he hasn't found it yet. Yeah, I'm guessing. And then Ellen doesn't understand why some people need to party all the time. She just wants to graduate and get out of the crazy college life. Oh, she's a purpose-driven sim. And Phineas Furley is a loner. Nobody seems to want him around or cares what he has to say, but he's almost too busy trying to change the world to worry about it. Okay, so let's give some rooms for them and then see what they think. And sweet Marla is stopping by, but let's send them up. Since there's no real advantage to living on the top floor, I will have them live on the middle floor. Okay. Oh, maybe a little congested if they're all, but there's two stairs, so that's fine. There we go. Now let's check things out. Oh. They're getting to know each other. I've got Chaz down looking to get on. There you go, Chaz. And before you know it, you'll get that hot bod that'll track the girls. Yes. And we're meeting some of our dormies, hanging out, having breakfast. Oh, you should get rid of, thank you. Thank you there, Vanessa. Looks like those turned after they started eating them. I hope they don't puke. He's hanging out in the main just hangout lounge. Now he's going to get lazy there. You should probably work on your creativity or your logic, or both. So I think our trio of students will be thriving in this campus. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the pixelated world. And that's all I have to say. VK out.